I want to do a quick demo of my WLED MCP server. Outside I have my phone sitting on the grass and it is low battery, but it is pointing up at my house, so I can show you that I have two controllers, one on my roof line and one on my porch. And for those not familiar with WLED, it is an open source project to control LED lights, and in my case they're both running on ESP32 controllers. This is what the normal interface looks like. You have you can tell how many LEDs are available, and then you can create segments to control your offsets and groupings and spacings, colors and effects, and then you save those to a particular state if you want to jump between them and record them. And then you can say, hey, turn this preset on at a given time, like sunset, and then do something else at sunrise, like turn off my lights. It's very flexible, but I don't know if you're like me, where you're trying to figure out what lights are cute for the season, and your spouse says, can we make this color a little more bold, or this green a little less green? And hey, that doesn't match anymore. Can we change that back? It gets a little hard to manage that while also doing the offset grouping and spacing math. So I thought maybe there was an easier way to do it, and that's why I thought let's try an MCP server. So an MCP server is an API that Claude or ChatGPT can talk to after integrating. And in this case, I gave it a list of tools that are available for it to call. And these names are pretty self-explanatory in terms of loading presets, listing controllers, trying to find them on the network, and getting state, setting state, and then adjusting the lighting schedule. What that might look like, I did a first command already, which just says what's going on with my controllers, and you can see it made a call out to load the tools, and I gave it a list of the available controllers back. So from here we can say something like, I have summer coming up and want a, I don't know, 3-color summer theme. Show me what that might look like on the house. So first thing it does, pulls from the house, designs a color palette. Let's go summer nights. By the way, this is cool. I have not seen Claude do that before, but that was pretty sweet. Okay, it worked. I don't know, it looks very blue on the camera. In real life, it looks a little more subtle, but definitely pretty bluey. Let's say I like it, but it's showing up very subtle and blue. Let's make it pop a little more gold. Yes, vivid's a better word. Okay, so that looks a little bit better. It's looking kind of blue on here, but it's really like yellow, purple, and pink. I'll say purple and pink are too close. Let's do something else. This is kind of cool. Let's go maybe poolside? No, that'll be close. We'll just do Neon Paradise. It's going to be the most distinct, I think. Okay, so that's just like standard RGB. And I can say, looks great, but I want 3 lights of the same color in a row, please. Great, so it applied that. Now let's say I want 5 greens, 3 reds, and 9 blues repeating. I also haven't tried this, so we'll see what it does. I'm curious if it breaks. Oh, it did it. Sweet. So it figured out the math, and it did it. Let's roll that out to the porch, which is still on my Easter theme. Cool. It's not going to look the same because it's wrapped around the porch, but if I want to, I can say, great, save this as wild summer, and then make it my daily driver. And by daily driver, I mean in settings, there's this macro timetable where you can control, you know, when you want something to happen. So at sunrise, I turn them off. At sunset, I turn it on. And it's by preset ID or preset number. And so here, it's going to create a new preset, looks like. The same for both, preset 15. And then it's going to save it. Great, so set the lighting schedule. Cool. Confirming, yep, it's 15. I can go back and I can say, finally, great. I actually just want Easter 4, which is the color, the theme that I made earlier, applied to both, and that should be my daily driver, please. So this is winding down, changing the colors back. I do think it's pretty cool. So super flexible in creating complex patterns. I'm not using effects, so I didn't create a tool for that. But I have seen it create effects in the past just because it kind of figured out that that's a known thing for WLED, which is pretty cool. Security wise, it's running locally, and I just reverse proxy over Tailscale to access this. So I think it's pretty flexible and a pretty creative way of using your controller. I can access this anywhere, I can update it anywhere, and to me, the user experience is like a million times better, not only than just using WLED or like one of the nice WLED apps, but also better than any of like the production brands. So while Jellyfish might be great but expensive, I feel like Jellyfish wouldn't let you get close to doing something like this, and you can only really do this with like an open source platform. So I think that's pretty sweet, and let's go ahead and confirm it is now live on both. Let's go see if it updated my table. Great, it's back to 14, which is the one that we want. So that's my demo. I hope you find that interesting. I'll pull up the tools one more time, and I can make the code available. It's just for me right now, and let me know if you're interested. See ya.